Hi guys, welcome back. It's Mrs. Peterson, that lady who teaches art, and today I'm going to show you how we are going to finish your initials in 1-point perspective. So I have a little sticky note right here that has our steps. So the first one is to outline my initials with Sharpie. So I'm going to take the Sharpie and just trace only the block letter that we've already practiced very carefully with your Sharpie. Remember my rule about markers: if they are bad, throw them away and get a different one. Don't put it back in the box. The next person does not want a bad Sharpie. Okay, so I have the first step done. Then you're going to erase all of the pencil. So take my pink eraser and erase the lines that I used as my, you guys called it the road, the kind of guide for where the letter should go. And if I kind of messed up my lines in the letters, the initials, I can get those too. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is to create a vanishing point near the top of your paper. Now you get some choice in this. For this one, I'm just going to do it in the middle, but it says near the top of the paper. So I'm going to go way up here and put my dot. Okay, and I'll show you another example at the end of this video where it's not at the back. Or it is at the back, but it's not in the center, excuse me. Okay, so next I'm going to use my ruler to make the lines back to the dot. Start at the top. Oops, on my little Post-it I wrote stop at the top. Let's write start at the top. So I'm going to go from the E, and I'm starting from the top, and I want to do all the top corners first. Make sure that I'm lining up with the corner of the E, and very carefully, got to be pretty exact on this. Corner of the P. And then over here, you're going to go to the edge of the P, line it up with a dot, and then get that. Okay. Then I'm going to work my way down. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to check. From this corner right here, my E, I would not need a line because it would go through my object. So I'm going to check down here in this corner. Yep. But I want to stop when I get to the top of that E. So just stop right there. Now I'm going to come to this part. And I'm going to stop when I get to the top of the E. Go to this part of that E. Let's just see how I stopped when I got to the Sharpie line. And then for the P, let's see if I line that up. Not really going to see too much in there, am I? Okay, so I think sometimes you'd have like a little line in there depending on the angle. But since it's pretty straight back from that P, we don't. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the bottom of my E and see what I need to make. So from this corner, make sure you line up really carefully with that dot. Okay, and you can see how my lines on this side look really thin, but they're going back in space. And then let's see if I need a line here. Nope, my P doesn't get a line down here because it would be right through my shape. So that is how that's going to look. Let's try another one. And this time, let's put our vanishing point off to the side. You could choose left or right. And then again, we're going to work from our top down. So I'm going to start at the top of my E, top of my E. Really carefully line up. Work all the way across. This one has all 3 initials. And I should have said I did all the beginning steps already. I outlined the shape with, or the initials with Sharpie. I erased all the pencil, and then I created my vanishing point. Okay, on this E, I'm going right here to the corner. This time I actually do see that little sliver. Ooh, my ruler moved. So hold carefully, my friends, with your ruler. More than one finger is helpful when you're holding your ruler because you don't want it to like do a teeter-totter on you. Now, if I check this corner on the E, I don't need that because it goes right through my shape. I'm going to come down here. I just have a little corner right here that I'm going to draw. And then right here on the E, stops at the top there. And then right here. Okay, kind of fades in. This top of the A I don't need because it would go right through the object. And then we can check the P on this one. There we go. Now we see that through there. Just going to put that right there. Okay, coming down. Don't need this corner of the E, but I do need this bottom one down here. And then I'm going to go back until I run into something. So it looks like I'm kind of overlapping. Come to this corner of the E. All the way back. And this corner. Okay. If that would have run into my A, I would have stopped when I got to the A. Okay, for this corner of the A, I don't see anything. I'm going to check this one. That line's going to go right into the vanishing point. I'm going to check this corner right here, inside the A. Yeah, I would see that a little bit, wouldn't I? So I can draw that. This one, I wouldn't. That would go right through my A. Come down here. I would not see that because it's going to run right into my A, but look at this outside of the A. I definitely see that. It's going to run into my P, so I'm going to stop at my P. And then check the P. Let's see. This corner does not. And this corner does just a little bit up till I hit the Sharpie up there. All right, so there we have it, you guys. That is how you're going to finish these. When you're done, you don't need to sign your name to the front because it has your initials. On the back should be your first name, last initial, and your class. And then these are going to get turned into me. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see what you create.